Welcome to Maiden Mother Crone Tarot, where we hold sacred space for divine divergence. My name is Kayla, and I'm so glad you're here today. Our tarot topic is going to be, You Are Not Too Much. Healing RSD, which is rejection, sensitivity, dysmorphia, and self-doubt. We channeled the Maiden, Mother, and Crone spiritual archetypes here to get guidance. So we are going to use, it's from the Maiden. This is going to be advice from the Mother, guidance from the Mother. And this is going to be a guidance from the Crone for You Are Not Too Much, healing rejection, sensitivity, and self-doubt. It's a really pretty card. And then this will just be a spirit animal guide for us today. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. So the Maiden gave us work. I'm now available to receive all who can benefit from my work. Use me to relieve suffering on the planet. May all who need me find me. The divine is my complete source for all prosperity and will provide. All right, the Mother gave us, I am willing to see the sameness with others. This opens my awareness to oneness. Okay, it's interesting. And the Crone, visualize. See your dreams clearly in your mind's eye. Sandpiper spirit, be playful. That sounds like something that the Maiden would say. Work, sameness, awareness, visualization, playfulness. I am now available to receive all who can benefit from my work. Okay, so right away, with rejection sensitivity, a lot of times the coping mechanism for that is to isolate or to withdraw. You're afraid of rejection, you're afraid of being judged, and so in that way, you take yourself out of the situation. But right here, the Maiden is saying you need to open up, you need to work on that divine feminine, the receptivity, the nurturing. There are people in your life right now that need you to do that, okay? You have something to share with this world that will heal other people. I am willing to see the sameness with others. This opens my awareness to oneness. The Mother is telling us today with this card, when you're concerned with the rejection of others, you're also concerned with their rejection of themselves, because what we reject in others is a part of what we see in ourselves. We are all living mirrors to each other, and so when someone is judging you, they're judging something that's triggered within themselves. The common advice for people who are dealing with rejection sensitivity is to just accept the fact that most people are caught up in their own lives and their own things to really worry about what you're doing. I'm sorry if you can hear my kids in the background. They're supposed to be taking a nap, but they're having a little bit of a dispute. So hopefully we'll be able to continue with this reading and I won't get interrupted. Visualize. See your dreams clearly in your mind's eye. The Crone's advice here. Visualization is becoming more and more popular, but the way that it affects your brain can't tell the difference between visualizing something and actually doing it. There's lots of studies that have shown this, the direct correlation there, how you can actually strengthen your muscles, how you can learn to create memory, muscle memory with piano players. Visualize yourself in a situation where you're not afraid of judgment, where you are open and talking to others, where you are not doubting yourself and you are stepping into your power. You're stepping into your divinity. Right here. The divine is my complete source for all prosperity and will provide. Prosperity is oftentimes just associated with physical things, with material things, but you can have an abundance of confidence, an abundance of self-assuredness, an abundance of love towards others, an abundance of awareness in how you are a reflection of others, or how you are reflected in others, you yourself. If we can look through the lens of oneness rather than the lens of duality, if we can be playful, and right here I'm drawn to this water, which is symbolic of emotions, with this lotus, which comes up from the murky depths of mud and gunk and all of the emotional things that we have to try to overcome. Trust yourself. Visualize yourself doing the things that you want to do, so that when you step out, this is a form of exposure therapy. Visualizing it is the same thing as actually doing it to your brain. So visualizing it is a way to slowly introduce yourself to this new environment, these new people, this new venture where you're sharing yourself. Just because others have not been able to appreciate you in the past doesn't mean that everyone always will. You are not too much. You are yourself. You are meant to be the expression of yourself fully. Let's go ahead and get some tarot guidance here. Maiden, Mother, and Crone, can you please give us guidance today on the topic of you are not too much? Healing rejection, sensitivity, and self-doubt. Oh, am I holding this backwards? I am. Let's fix that. Go. And these cards are from Spirit Song Tarot. And I love the explanations that Miss Cassidy, Paulina Cassidy, is that right? Yeah. Has written for each card. So we'll read from the guidebook. But right off the bat, we have Knight of Acorns, which is Nine of Wands. This is that fire energy. This is the wounded warrior, the ones that keeps showing up, keeps going, believes in themselves, has power and perseverance. We have the Magician, which is willpower and creation. And we have Seven of Feathers, which is Seven of Swords, air energy there. Preparation and resourcefulness. Interesting. Normally that's strategy or deceit. We have preparation and resourcefulness, so I like that. And I do read my cards in reverse, but the way that one fell out, I didn't feel like it was in reverse. It was meant to come up right, so we're going to leave it that way. Let's go ahead, and we have love, the Lovers here. Choice and trust on the bottom of the deck. Nine of Acorns. Panther. Power and perseverance. Fueled by faith, mysterious Panther is an empress of reclaiming her power. With heightened awareness, she is prepared for any opposition. Her resilient spirit shines when faced with the dark side of the moon. Interesting reference to intuition there. Panther will help guide you safely as you face your fears. Oh, face your fears and defend your position. Interesting. Okay. By taking the right steps, your hard work on a venture is coming to fruition. By taking the right steps, by showing up, by being seen, by working with, holding the hand of this rejection, sensitivity, and self-doubt. You don't dismiss it. You acknowledge that you feel this way, but you work through this with your self-doubt, with your shadow. You have invested a great deal of time and energy, and you're on guard. Fear not, for your perseverance is about to pay off, and your efforts will prove to be victorious. Oh, I love that. See, guys, that's why I told you we got to read from her stuff, because it's just so good. Such a wonderful, unique interpretation. All right, the Magician, Raven, Willpower and Creation. With her talent in bringing magic to a situation, Raven is your mentor in making the best of your skills. She will help you shed fears so that you can unleash your full potential and personal power. Transforming ideas into reality, Raven knows the possibilities begin from nothing. Her spirit holds the fires of creativity that turn obstacles into productive expression. Let this be a reminder to reach onward into the infinite as you unleash beautiful energies. When you allow divine force to flow through you, your intentions toward making dreams come true will manifest through sheer will. You can make things happen because you are the ruler of your reality. Sorry about that, guys, but kids call. Hopefully they're good now. All right, so we finished with the Magician. Now we are going to do 7 of Feathers, which is again a 7 of Swords. Cheetah. All right, Cheetah. 7 of Feathers. Preparation and resourcefulness. A warrior, Cheetah knows her strength and masters her natural abilities. Look at that guy, wounded warrior, bringing up the warrior spirit. Armed with foresight, she responds swiftly with new approaches to any problems. Cheetah guides you in focusing on your goal, helping you reach it with ease and grace. Use your initiative and be prepared to make your move. Keep yourself ahead of the game by closely observing what is going on. For some reason, I got playfully do that. With eyes and mind open, dishonest behavior will be revealed. Look within, study all angles. You instinctively know what steps you need to take to bring forth the best results. Some keywords here: new approaches, preparation, resourcefulness, reason, logic, initiative, and courage. Lots of courage. And when they were coming out earlier, we had strength pop out. So I think that is really, really telling. So are you willing to continue on with this tough, difficult work, with this healing work, where you're accepting yourself first and foremost? And once you accept yourself, you gain the courage to say, you know what, I'm going to show myself. Think of your best friend, your sister, your brother, your mother, whoever it is in this world that you're closest to. And imagine a world where they didn't open up to you. They didn't share who they were with you. In that world, they're robbing you of the gift of their company, of their personality, of their wisdom. And in the same way, when you are afraid to show yourself because you're afraid of rejection, you're also robbing others of that exact same gift. The gift of you. You are the gift. You are the blessing. You can no longer doubt yourself. Open your awareness to the sameness. How can you create common ground with someone so that you aren't afraid? What steps, what things can you acknowledge in them where you can say, hey, I'm like that also. Hey, I do that also. Be playful. Don't take it so seriously. Treat it like an experiment. Treat it like a game. Choose trust and love. Choice and trust. Choose trust and love, okay? It will guide you through. And again, exposure therapy may be helpful. Maybe come up with a list of a couple of things that you want to say to somebody to have a conversation. I watched a podcast recently. I can't remember. I think it was on Diary of a CEO. And the guest speaker, I can't remember his name, but I will look it up and I will link it here for you. But he's like an expert in using your voice to communicate more effectively. And one of the things that they talked about was people with anxiety or that don't know how to even carry conversations. One of the games that he recommended playing was called High-Low Buffalo. And so the concept is when you meet someone, you first say, would you like to play a game with me? It's called High-Low Buffalo, and you explain the game to them. You say one thing that is going really well in your life, high. One thing that's going poorly in your life, low. And one thing that is very unique, the buffalo. And so you could say, Hi, my name is Kayla. I want to play High-Low Buffalo with you today. It's a game to help get to know each other. Would you like to play that? And if they agree, then you go, okay. So in my example, one thing that's high for me right now is I just started this YouTube channel. I'm super passionate about it, and I'm super excited about where it's going to go. I feel really called and really led, and there's just so much beauty that's coming through the messages that I just can't stop. Now, one low thing for me would be that it's a lot of juggling. I have a family, I have 4 kids, I have a husband, I have a full-time job. I also picked up a shift on the weekends at the farmer's market. There's a lot going on. So it can be quite the struggle to manage both and to not drop any of the responsibilities that I'm dealing with. And the unique thing about me is that I have actually taken part in a quantum healing hypnosis session where we actually did past life regression. And both of my past lives that we visited, I was male. One, I was in Africa. I was a scout and a hunter. And then in one, I was, I think, somewhere in Europe, and I was the herald for the king. I was his messenger. I went across the land and told all of his messages. So that's my unique fact. Don't throw the stones, guys. Don't throw the stones, okay? But the idea is if you share 3 things with someone and someone else shares 3 things with you, you then have 6 different avenues to be able to communicate, 6 different threads to pull from to be able to speak to each other. Instead of just saying, oh, hey, how are you? Did you have a good weekend? And they just drop it, right? Or do you like the movies? Or do you like to watch XYZ show on Netflix, Disney Plus, whatever your streaming platform of choice? Instead of just throwing some random thing out into the dark, you're giving 2 things that are emotionally charged, which are easier to relate to, and 1 thing that's unique. And you can do this ahead of time. You can have it prepared. That way you know what your High-Low Buffalo topics are going to be. So that is one way to visualize what you're going to say, to prepare to be playful about it. This flower, I was drawn to the openness here. Be really open and vulnerable. That surprises people. It surprises people a lot. Now, that doesn't mean overshare. It doesn't mean go into every little last detail of your life. But be authentic. Be you and share something that would intrigue somebody. Or something that you assume others know about you that they may not. You are not too much. You are exactly enough. You're not lacking. You're not too much. You are the flow of energy that the divine has always purposed for you to be. Look for the sameness in others. Tap into your oneness. Trust the divine for all of the abundant supply of the confidence and the authenticity that you need, the power to step into your authenticity. Be playful. And if it doesn't work the first time, don't give up. Persevere. Keep trying. But as much preparedness and as many resources as you can access to help you manifest this, to help you use all of the elements of your personality, your wit, your personality, your family history, your community involvement, your philanthropic endeavors, your hobbies, your passions. Tap into everything that you have access to and open up and create common ground. Sending love and light to anyone that is open to receive it. If this message resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. What form of self-doubt are you dealing with? In what ways are you going to combat this rejection sensitivity? What is your exposure therapy going to look like? How are you going to visualize? What topics are you going to use? Do you have any other games that you can recommend for people to play? Let me know. And if you'd like more readings on this topic, also please let me know. Love you ladies so much. I'm so proud of the work you're doing. I'm so proud of the women that you are, and I'm so, so honored to be able to share in watching the women that you are becoming as well. Always remember, come as you are, stay as you become. We'll see you in the next video, darlings. Bye.